And here we are once again, another year, another letdown in the NASCAR console gaming community. Before we get into it, let me emphasize a couple of things. First off, I am not going to rip any content creators that have been helping promote this game, nor am I going to rip Motorsports Games. I've already said my opinions on Motorsports Games on NASCAR Twitter, and content creators are simply doing their jobs. Going after them for simply playing the game and creating content about it is very stupid. No, actually I believe the real issue lies within parts of the fan base. When I first played this game at Daytona, I was extremely optimistic. The positives that immediately stood out for me were the presentation as well as the graphics. The game had a ton of eye candy. It was really good looking. Even though I couldn't really tell if the driving model was any good due to the assist being on and, well, us racing at Daytona with absolutely zero off throttle time, I couldn't really tell if it was any good or not. But at the end of the day, I was still extremely optimistic. That optimism has soon dried out. And while there are patches coming for the game that will definitely fix some of the issues we have seen in the past week, I really don't care anymore at this point. This game has apparently been worked on for 2 years, and during the early launch period, we have seen a ton of mishaps. It really blows my mind that parts of the NASCAR fanbase are cool with buying and defending a game that clearly isn't finished. Are there some positives with NASCAR 21 Ignition? Of course there are. There are always going to be positives in any sort of game. But as far as the negatives are concerned, they are extremely bad.
Car right. All clear. Got one right. Got one right. Clear, clear, clear. 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2 inside. You're 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2 inside. You're 3 wide, 2 in. Just slow it down. Get back to pit road. Outside. Car right. Clear all around. Got one right. Clear all around. Car right. 3 wide. 2 outside. Clear, clear, clear. Car right.
Okay. Yeah, Bristol Dirt looks fun. Oh, and Bristol, the outline is up there.
So, is this next year?
What the fuck? What?
What did you do? Oh, I'm watching.
Kenny pulled the ratio.
What? What other track?
I could go on and on about why Motorsports Games did this, why wasn't this added, why wasn't this feature added, but I've done that on NASCAR Twitter already. So I have this one question to the fan base. What are you doing? Why do some of you guys continue to put yourselves through the same crap over and over and over, year in and year out? The expectations of the NASCAR fanbase when it comes to console gaming have gotten so low to the point that some of you guys have the gall to defend what is clearly an unfinished game. And the counter arguments I have been getting over the past week about this game are so pathetic and laughable. In the Eutechnics era, it was always, hey, this game does have potential, give it some time. In the NASCAR Heat era, it was, hey, this game does have some potential, give it some time. And once again, we are back to the same song and dance with NASCAR Ignition. Potential, potential, potential. Me personally, I am absolutely fed up with all of this talk of potential. It has been 6 years since the first NASCAR Heat game in the series was released, that being the worst NASCAR game of all time in NASCAR Heat Evolution. I guess another positive I can give is that it's nowhere near the levels of bad that game was, but at this point 6 years in, I want to see results now. And honestly, parts of this fan base have no one else to blame but themselves. Seriously, some of you guys have lowered your expectations so low to the point that we are praising the potential of unfinished products. I've had multiple people tell me I'm just doing this for clout, I'm just complaining for the sake of complaining, give it a few years, the base is there for the greatest NASCAR console games of all time. And finally, my personal favorite, buy the game so you can help contribute to the patches as well as future releases. Who in their right mind is going to buy an unfinished product in general? And why should I and others in the community simply shut up for pointing out the obvious here? It's the same recycled BS excuses that parts of the fanbase were making in the NASCAR heat days. And now look, we are once again back to square one, and some of you guys have no one else to blame but yourselves for spending $60 on an unfinished game. Seriously, you guys need to stop lowering your expectations, call them out on their BS in the hopes that they will improve. Until we get some serious results here, keep expecting to hear the same recycled excuses year after year. Grow a backbone, stop giving companies that don't finish their products money, and for the love of God, NASCAR fans, stop lowering your expectations. Please. That's my brief piece. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Black Flags Matter. Catch you next time.